What's good, y'all? It's your boy Alec. You already know what it is. Back another video on this channel. Today I'm showing y'all the formula on making good loop, ready for industry producers such as Nick Mira, Wheezy, Jetson Made, One Girl, you name it, many other prods. This is just mainly how to make good loops ready for industry prods to use. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to go down in the description and get my Casablanca sample library. 25 royalty-free melodies, and if you use code ALEC21, you can get 10% off on this kit. So I recommend you guys go get it ASAP. New kit's coming soon. You'll see. We'll see about that. You know what I mean? The new kit coming soon. Make sure to go get this kit. Also, there's a new playlist on the Team ProducerGrind channel, ALEC tutorials. So if you guys want to see, exclusive loop tutorials, just go to that playlist and you'll see exactly what you want to see. So yeah, just make sure y'all want to know. Yeah.
In 2020,
just a bunch of different tutorials here. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into it. So here's the loop. So yeah, that's the melody. Really good, really simple, really placement ready. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, let me list down main things that you need to make a good loop ready for industry producers. 1, good sound selection. 2, simplicity. You don't need complexity. I mean, you can make that, but it really just is kind of pointless. 3, good layering. Number 4, did I mention sound selection? Alright, again, sound selection is number 1. So yeah, let me show y'all this loop. Originally this was pitched up 1, so the main melody is pitched down 1. So yeah, the first sound that sounds like this. And I'll show y'all what that looks like. So it's actually analog lab, and in this I'm using edamame sound from my boy Louis Flynn's new Astro analog lab bank. Really hard. Links gonna be down in the description. All the banks he has are really good. But yeah, I use this sound, and this sound has like a little tail on it. So if I play one sound, you hear the little whistle, which I thought was really cool. So that sound selection goes a long way. The progression is really simple. I mean, it really started with the bass line. It was just, and I just added chords on that. So originally it was B minor chord, then this is just random. I don't even know what this chord is, but really I just did it by ear, and I made sure the bounce was there. And because of the sound, it sounded really good. And yeah, I mean, really, the progression is really simple. Because, for example, let's say I added on FL keys, the same exact progression. It sounds like shit. You know what I mean? It's a shitty sound. Those chords on a good sound can go a long way. So. Really good in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, just really good and simplistic. For effects on this, I don't add much, just an EQ, take out lows, an effect rack. I added a micro shift, which is just like a chorus, and a reverb drive. After that, I added this sound. It sounds like this. And this sound is this is almost like a counter, lead type. And also, good counters are really important in good melodies. You want the main chords, and you want something to complement it, and this is a good complement. This is called the Bomb preset. This is also from Louis Flynn's Astro analog lab bank. For effects on this, I added a EQ, a tremolator, and this is just it just tremolos the melody, right? So if I put it at full, so you can see I put on down the mix just so it's kind of there but not really. Then I added a reverb, dry. I love adding reverb, y'all know this. I then added this this other counter type sound, sounds like this. And that's just talking about layering. That's just kind of layering the main chords. It's gives a good detail. For effects on that, I added EQ, did a bunch of the high mids, took out the mids, and the highs and the lows. Then added a kickstart, which is just a sidechain, really good plugin, and reverb, because it was really dry. Originally sounded like this. So you can see the reverb and the kickstart did a lot together, and the EQ as well. Minimal effecting can do a lot. I then added this bell. This is a one-shot bell, but you can really get any bell for this because I affected it so much that you can't even tell. You kind of think it's a lead. And this was like a cool, like the catchy part of the melody, really good counter catchy part. I thought it was really good. For effects on that, I added an EQ because there's some unneeded sounds, especially in one shots. There's usually sometimes unneeded sound. Then I added delay. What I did here is I went ping pong, and this is really good. And then I went up here and did the 8 times. So if you can see right here, I can't show it, but on top of the screen, it says 8. So yeah. And yeah, I just kept it all normal and then took down the delay because delay was very important because it gave that cool feel. And then a panamatic so it can go from one ear to the other. And then a reverb because it was really dry. And y'all see that y'all will see the difference. Like without effects, sounds like this. Terrible. I mean, that's like the sounds. The frequencies are annoying and it's just like really loud. So yeah, I mean you can see the difference is a lot in the effects. I then added these vocals, which also was one of the main catchy parts. And this is just back to just layering and counters. It sounds like this. So this was actually from Ethan Dietz' new angelic vocal kit. From ProducerGrind. It's on the ProducerGrind website. You should go get that. Best vocals in my opinion. And the original sounds like this. It sounds kind of distorted because the effects I added, but then what I did is I chopped it up. So I just chopped it like this so it sounded better. And then for effects, 2 EQs. So this EQ, first EQ, has there's a lot of unneeded frequencies. Another taking the lows and highs. Decimore, which is just a resampler to make it sound more vintage and like takes a lot of the highs out, if I'm not mistaken. Then a Will Alter Boy, and Will Alter Boy is sauce for vocals. I need y'all to ace. I'm trying to put y'all on this. Turn down the formant, boost up the pitch, or keep the pitch the same, and that's sauce. I mean, it makes it sound totally different. But yeah, I pitched it up to 12, and I turned down the formant. The formant is just like, it like sounds like it's pitching down, but it's not pitching down. It's just like, it's weird. It's really confusing, but it's hard. Then I added the delay, and this delay really made it, you know, sound good and not dry. Then a panamatic, so I can go from one ear to the other. And then a kickstart, a sidechain. And this is a saved mixer preset I have. And the way you can save a mixer preset, you just right click on the mixer preset, file, save mix track as, and you know what I mean? It's pretty simple. Yeah, this is a saved preset I have. Without effects, it sounds like this. You can see with the effects, it's way different. Lastly, I added this bass. Sounds like this. This is the Mercenary bass. I'm pretty sure this is also from Louis Flynn's and Wagwa Bank Astro. Honestly, hardest banks, like that's mainly what I use for this kit. But yeah, because that just goes into good sound selection. They have really good sounds. And for the bass, I don't think I added any effects other than EQ. I took out a bunch of the highs because I want it to be almost like a sub bass. Sounds like this with the effect, without the effects. Just the highs make it more like a sub bass instead of like an exotic like distorted bass. I then put everything together. I stemmed it out. I just stemmed out all my loops just to make it easier for the producer to use. Put it out, pitched it down 1. It sounded like this. So really good melody, and I'm gonna just summarize basically what you need to make a good loop. Because I have a lot of people ask me this a lot, all the time. Good sound selection. Good sound selection is very important. You see that I put that percussion on FL keys, and it sounded like absolute dog shit. So you can see that it's important. Number two is don't do some complex stuff. Be simplistic, because simplicity goes a long way. And number 3, quality over quantity. And I guess half of these I'm gonna say right now you guys didn't hear yet, because these, this is what happens when you guys wait till the end of the video. Quality over quantity, really important. I know people that quantity over quality, and that's so stupid. Focus on the quality of the loop more than how many you make a day. Honestly, that's really important, because you're not gonna grow if you make 5 loops a day and they all sound like shit. Yeah, so just trust me when I say just take time on each loop to make it your best. Then, counters. Good counters, really important. But yeah, I mean, really, that's basically it. And trust me, as soon as you have all that down, you could send it easily to your local industry prods. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram at alec, and then make sure to go get my Casablanca sample library down in the description using code alec21 for 10% off. And I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial and this loop. New kits are coming soon, and without further ado, I'm gonna catch y'all later.